As soon as Parikshit came to know that Kalyug had entered his kingdom, he became active and went in search for him. While searching for him, he saw that there were two cows with an evil-looking man who was dressed in royal dress. One of the cow was struggling to move as its three legs had broken. Parikshit flinched when he came to know that the cow with broken limbs was actually Dharma Deva and the one beside it was Bhumi Deva. He remembered a saying that in Satyayug, Dharma stood on 4 legs, in Tretayug, it stood on 3 legs, in Dwapar-yug, the Dharma stood on 2 legs, and in the Kali-yug, it stood on only 1 leg. This was a way of expressing the demolition of Dharma after every yug. He identified the man as Kali and approached him. Parikshit had his bow directly aimed at Kali's head. The Kali-yug begged him not to kill him. Also, it would be a dharma for a king like him to kill a mere traveler. He said that he now was destined to be born. After a lot of requests by Kali, Parikshit finally spared him and allowed him to live. But only on one condition. Parikshit said to Kali that he would be only living in places showering with adharma. That was, he was only allowed in places like bars, taverns, places of violence, drug dealings and gamblings. Kali was utterly pleased, but being the adharma still not satisfied. He asked Parikshit to grant him one more place to live. Parikshit, a noble and a kind king, believed that gold was the ultimate evil of the world. He granted him permission to live in all forms of gold, not realizing that the king himself wore a pure gold crown. Kali disappeared and started spreading in the places of adharma and in the king's palace, which was ultimately made purely of gold. Few days later, the king, Parikshit, was roaming around the jungle for a hunt. The king marched forward alone, but now that he was very tired and thirsty, he reached the ashram of a sage called Samhika. The rishi was absorbed in a deep meditation. The king asked the sage for water, but he did not respond. The king continued to ask him again and again, but the rishi did not pay any attention as he was in a deep meditation. Then after the 7th time, the king could not take it anymore and became furious. The Kali-yug was in the head. The king lost all his senses and aimed his bow at the rishi as he thought that he was just acting and mocking the king. But fast enough he regained his senses. He realized that he was about to make a heinous mistake, but the rishi was still unaffected. So Parikshit, still unable to control his anger, took a dead snake which was lying in the Guru's feet and put it around Samhika's neck and went away. All of this was seen by Chris, the friend of the sage's son, Shringha. Chris ran where Shringha was having a holy bath and told him everything he saw. Shringha became red hot with anger and cursed the king there in the lake only. He said that the king would die exactly 7 days later, and that too by the snake king, that was Lord Takshak himself. Rishi Samhika opened his eyes in shock to find out the snake around his neck and heard from Shringha about the curse that he had bestowed upon the king. Samhika became furious on his child and said that he had mistaken to trust Shringha and provide him with the holy powers to curse anyone. He said that the king was not at fault because the evil Kali-yug was approaching and that his son had made a huge mistake by cursing such a noble king. He immediately sent a message to the king and asked for forgiveness. The king did not become angry and he too apologized to Rishi Samhika, but was overtaken by grief as he himself has allowed the Kali-yug in his kingdom and now he was regretting it. He was also very depressed that he was just about to die in a week. The king started making preparations for his death and gave the reins of his kingdom to his son, Janmejaya. He left the palace and started living in a small hut at the banks of the holy mother Ganga. He meditated a lot and preached the Lord. One day, Maharishi Vedvyas sent his son, the learned Maharishi Sukha. Parikshit got excited as he knew it was his last chance to know everything about his forefathers and the Mahabharata and Lord Krishna. So, Rishi Sukha narrated him all the tales of his ancestors and forefathers, the great teachings of Vishnu, the stories of all avatars of Vishnu, the Mahabharata, the Bhagavad Gita. This compilation is today known as the Srimad Bhagavatam. When the 7 days were over, Maharishi Sukha left the place. Parikshit knew his time had come, but he was at complete peace. When Nagraj Takshak arrived, he saw that the king had already merged with the supreme being Krishna, which meant he had attained salvation But Takshak had to complete his duty, so he burnt the mortal body into ashes and went away. From this video, we know that despite of Parikshit living a short life, he was a very noble and learned man. He was destined to start the Kali Yuga, and we cannot say that he was at fault because he let Kali in his kingdom.